What is up, Earthlings? Zube here. Um, there's a lot going on today. And I'm going to share the chart with you. Some of you may not be into that, but I just feel like it. So, do share. Dun, 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 dun. What are we going to share here? Okay. This guy. And okay. So this is the chart for today. We have the sun over here in Libra joining up with Mars. Okay. The sun is at 6 degrees, Mars is at 9 degrees. They are opposing Chiron. Okay. The sun is our heart, Mars is our warrior. So our heart and our warrior are joining together and in opposition. So we need to find balance and harmony with Chiron, who represents our insecurities. Okay, so this could look like unconsciously lashing out because it can oppose or it can balance. Unconsciously, we might lash out at people because we feel inadequate or hurt. We could also, because like the wounded healer would help others in ways that they themselves are not feeling helped. So that could also look like being extra bossy. So that's possible. All right, there's those guys. Now, all right, I'm going to erase that. Oops. I'm going to erase that. What the heck? Erase all ink. Okay. That was weird. Now we're going to get back to this guy. So we have Mercury over here in retrograde. Mercury is our mind. Now, Mercury is in square to Pluto, okay, right here. Pluto is our subconscious. Pluto is about power, control. So, you know, is someone trying to control us? Are we trying to control others? Are we being run by subconscious thoughts, subconscious beliefs? Okay. That square is working on our Mercury mind, and we might see in the outside world what we hold inside, or you know, we're probably being shown or have things running through our mind. That Pluto can also be obsessive. Okay, so that's just something we could be having obsessive thoughts, or having things happen in the outside world that we could also lash out about if we're not introspective about it, because we've got that Sun Mars conjunction. It's just everybody's having a big old party today. We're going to erase that. We also have Mars and the Sun in a trine to Saturn over here. And I talked about this one the other day. And then also in a trine to the North Node, which is where we're headed. Now, here's where it's called a trine, okay, which is a 120-degree angle. This is all geometry. It's geometry and figuring out archetypes. But the reason it's called a trine is because, look, it creates a triangle in here. And the same with a square. When planets are in square, if you had 4 of them, it creates a square. So these guys together, which I talked about the other day, Saturn is restriction and rules. But you know, Saturn really also rules karma. Saturn's like dad energy. Like, okay, you can go to the prom, right? But you need to be home at this time. And you like, I want you to have a good time, but I also want you to be safe. And I want to make sure that like I approve of your date. So Saturn wants you, it can feel tough, but Saturn wants what's best for you. Okay. And the North Node is the direction we're headed. Now, all of these are in air signs. That's intellectual. Air is communication, it's thinking, it's our mind. So we've got this air energy helping us out, and Mercury is also in air, and Mercury is our mind. So like we're in such a good position to have breakthroughs in the way that we think. This Pluto square Mercury is tough, but there's so much helping us out. Okay, I want to show you, we have another, that right there that I just had up there is called a grand trine, which is, that's big energy, that's a big boost. Trines are helpful. Now, we've also got the moon down here in Cancer, okay? We have Venus up here in Scorpio. The moon is our emotions, our reactions, how we react to the world, how we feel. And then we have Venus. Venus is our wants, our desires, it's finances and relationships. And then we have Neptune up here. Neptune is that's funny. Like I know exactly what it is, but the way that it just came in, comes in my ear like that, whatever, it's like God or drugs. So Neptune is about escape. It's about the ethereal. And we can escape into our addictions or distractions, or we can escape into interconnectedness and prayer and meditation. So anyway, everything has a higher and a lower expression, the yin yang, but these guys are also creating a grand trine. Okay. Oh my God, it gets even fucking cooler. Holy shit, what a day. Okay. So we've got another grand trine here. That was horrible. So we've got our emotions, our desires, and our interconnectedness, all in like prayer, meditation, connecting to the universe, your higher self, whatever, mathematical equations. I don't give a shit. Like it's something like that. Whatever you do that makes you make sense out of life. Unless you're not making sense out of life, in which case, I don't know, find something. But anyway, so we've got another grand trine here. Now, hold on, I actually want to fix that line because here's like the super cool thing. Okay, so here's this grand trine. So we have Pluto up here, all right. This is called a sextile. And it's got the word sex in it, so that's good, right? Pluto is sextiling Neptune and Venus. A sextile is the same as a trine. Squares are hard. It has like those hard edges. You know what I mean? Trines, a triangle, is helpful because, and I think of it like this, like a triangle, you can put a triangle shape down and kind of ease something uphill, instead of having, but like a square kind of is hard to like, move around. Anyway, so the energy of a sextile, that's like a super boost. So even though Pluto is in square to Mercury right now, it is in sextile to Neptune and Venus. And what I want to show you here, then Pluto is opposing the moon. The moon moves really quickly. So this is like a today thing, okay? Pluto opposite the moon, emotionally and subconsciously, it's like we're ready to God, to just make really powerful change. Or maybe we're not ready, but I'm saying there's an opportunity to be. And this formation is called a kite. And kites are kind of unusual, but you know, it's the moon here. And the moon moves pretty quick. So it'll be like this afternoon, but there's real, think of a kite as like you fly a kite, it flies up in the air. God, this is major breakthrough energy because we've got that kite there. We have this grand trine here. We have two grand trines. I want to, like, almost every single fucking planet is involved in this. And they're always on here, but the alignments are not like usually this close, you know, sometimes they're all hanging out, like not really. I call these are called aspects. And I call the aspects like they're talking to each other, you know, like a square as a conversation is an argument, you know. And Saturn and Jupiter, Venus is in square to Jupiter. Okay, so Jupiter is in here. Jupiter and Venus are both called benefics, which if you think of the etymology of the word benefic to make sense out of it, it's like benefit. They're planets of generally luck and good fortune. So even when they're in a square and Jupiter expands things, they really just kind of blow stuff up. And I don't mean like the fiery kind, but like the pop confetti kind, you know, like you pop a balloon and confetti blows out. So that right there is and Mercury here. Everybody is like having a big old party. And there are some arguments, there's some people not getting along. It might be kind of loud and boisterous. Maybe the neighbors are calling the cops. I don't know. But by and large, they're having a good time. More people than not are having a good time, okay? That's really funny. The only one here, Uranus, oh, even the North Node is in on this. Uranus is just kind of chilling over here at 14 degrees. And there are lines to it, but nothing is in close enough of an aspect that I'm counting it. Wow, I'm going to stop sharing this. Water signs and air signs. I want to talk about those because that's where we have the grand trines. Emotionally and intellectually, there's a lot of good energy today to make sense out of things, you know, to really go deeper into how we feel and who we are, and especially with other, you know, with other people. Libra is a social sign. And, you know, when it's the seventh sign of the zodiac, and the other six signs are more like solo journeys. Like we've been on a solo journey. But here there's real power in being able to, you know, find somebody that you can really open up to. And when we can consciously reflect with or reflect ourselves off of other people, especially other people who are conscious and aware, then we can really get great insight into ourselves and how to move forward. And there's just such amazing energy for that today. So I would take advantage of it. Anyway, this is going to affect people's charts differently. If you're interested in a reading, astrology, or tarot, feel free to reach out. My information is below. You can book online. And also, I don't usually say this, but if you feel like it, subscribe and hit the like button. I really am enjoying doing these YouTube videos. And that just, you know, gets it out there on YouTube because we all know how that shit works. But I hope you have a great day. Enjoy this. Go fly a kite. Okay. I'll see you soon. Bye. Namaste.